Yeah, hello and welcome to the second Q&A session of the Naga ICO. Today, you decided to pick the topic financial model and token economics. So that's why I'm sitting here today with you, and I'm going to guide you through the Excel model that we have prepared. You can also download it on our website and play around. So I'm going through the Excel model together with you, making a small intro. I'm not going too much into detail because, I mean, if you have particular questions, specific question, you can always reach us via chat and private message as well. So I'm always glad to explain the model, but for today, to keeping the session pretty short, I'm just going through it to 5 to 10 minutes. And then later on, we have time to discuss questions that you might raise. And so I'm really looking forward to guide you through the Excel model and later excited about your questions. So now I would like to switch to the model. 1 second, please. So you will see a share screen and basically the Excel that we have prepared. I will guide you through. So 1 second. Okay, here we go. So I hope everyone can see it. So what we are seeing here is we have several tabs as you see in the model. It's quite simple, but let me guide through it. So in the ICO overview, you see basically the main points. So what we can see here is the token name. So it's NGC, price per token, minimum cap. It's 1 million. We have the hard cap of 400 million, also the pre-sale 20 million, and free float of 55%. Here on this graphic, you see the token allocation. So the majority of the majority will be allocated to the free float, 5% to referral program, part to the team, a legal advisory, and besides that, here you see the usage of the proceeds. Of the money that we raise. So the majority is going into marketing. Here on this tab, you see the split in more detail. So basically, we start here with the amount. You see here the 220 million. 1 second, let me zoom a little bit. So, and then divided by year. So you see over the years, we're planning to allocate the funds in a certain ratio. And as well here, we are going to distribute the funds to swipe stocks and Switex. Important model disclaimer is that we are basically allocating the majority of funds to swipe stocks because it's already running business, and Switex, which will be live soon. We are not considering here in this model external marketing for future Naga projects and, for instance, the Naga wallet, because it's not required extensive marketing budget. So amount here above that we are going to allocate the majority of the funds to marketing. So now we are coming to the model itself. Important, first of all, is to note that we are concentrated here on swipe stocks and Switex, because these are the ventures that are already live or are close to going live, and we have pretty solid core KPIs here and assumptions. So first of all, I'm going to start with Switex. So what we are going to see here, important to understand is that obviously the user growth and also everything what is related to token economics, so basically the price of the token and monetary advantage of the token, is based on this model. So to keep it simple, we have obviously a more complex model internally that we're using, but here we are just concentrating on major assumptions. So one assumption that we know from peer-to-peer comparison is that the cost per acquisition per one account will be approximately around €6, and we know that the average monthly purchase value per active account will be around €9 with a lifetime of 6 to 9 months. So it's a pretty solid value here, because we are we are pretty clearly here above the ratio of 3, what is really important. So now let's go to new accounts. So basically important for us for the growth is that how many accounts we are able to acquire with the marketing expenses that we allocate to Switex, what I showed in the previous tab. So we are able, in this case, to acquire 500 in Q1 2018. We believe we are able to acquire 500 new accounts, and we are calculating with 1,000 closed transactions and the purchase value of 4,000 euros. What is a really low amount, but as we are saying, it's basically the launch will be conducted in the beginning of 2018. So continuing this further, you will see here that you see here that we will reach by 2018. We will reach 300,000 active live monthly accounts, over 7 million, 7.5 million closed transactions, and purchase value on the platform of 33 million. And then we have a projection here to year 2022. Now let's go to swipe stocks. Here in this case, the biggest difference is that, let me zoom it a little bit, that swipe stocks is already live since 2016. So we have pretty solid. Okay, I see that we need to zoom X a little bit. So since swipe stocks already live since 2016, we have solid KPIs. So we know from our internal reporting how which numbers we get from the users we acquire, and so basically most important to know here is that we know from a user that the average number of trades per active account monthly is around 45. We know that the average revenue per trade, what is basically commissions, is around 365 euros. Also important here that we acquire one account. So basically, here you need to consider all spendings that we have, but majority is here obviously marketing for 170 euros, and every user is basically depositing around 1,300 euros on the platform. And we have a pretty high conversion rate from live to a funded account, what is around 37%. So now I'm going to the numbers here as well, same game. So what is important for us to get revenues basically, and then also from the revenues they have obviously an influence on your token price increase, what you are all interested in. So we have here important numbers, closed transactions. Please note that that's historical data. So we had in Q1 2017, we had 500,000, over 500,000 closed transactions, traded volume of more than 11 billion. And we had a new live account, more than 6,000 new live accounts, what you see here. And accumulated live accounts were at 13,000. So now let me show you. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so the same goes here. We have here the projections to until 2022, and what we expect is that we will acquire in Q4 2022 81,000 new accounts. Live accounts will be at around 817,000, and funded accounts will be at 300,000, and monthly active accounts, what is basically the most important metric, because we just obviously generate revenues when the accounts are active, will be at 90,000. So let's now switch to the very interesting part. So here the ICO model. That's basically an aggregation of all the things that I told you right now. Now let me explain it. So for the most important Most important thing for you right now here, as you are watching this video, is basically here what will be the price of the token. Here we have I need to adjust the numbers a little bit, but so what will be the expected price of the token be? So for 2018, we expect that the price of the token will be around $1.56. So what is increase of 56%. So how we can come up with this value? So I need to zoom out a little bit. Second. Oh. As I said, the most important metrics are number of new live accounts and the number of active monthly accounts, both for swipe stocks and Switex. And for the token economics, when you buy our token, you have the benefits in case of swipe stocks that you have you receive an additional copy bonus. So basically, we are paying every user who gets copied on the platform, who is sharing their trades and gets copied on the platform, a bonus. So with us, you get if you are a token user, you will get an additional copy bonus. You also save in commissions. So for every trade, we usually take a commission. So if you trade with, if you're a token holder, you will always save commissions. We have also cashback programs. So for every trade you initiate on the platform, you receive a certain percentage on as a cashback back to your account. And we have the loyalty fund, what means basically for every transaction on the platform, you will benefit from the loyalty fund, because all the money, part of the transaction volume, is allocated to the loyalty fund. In terms of swipe tax, we have also here the fee reduction. So basically, we take a fee if you sell or buy goods on the platform. So we are planning to every token holder will benefit from a fee reduction. We have also a cashback, so the same as for swipe stock. So whenever you initiate a purchase or make a transaction on the platform, you receive a certain percentage of cashback, and also contribution to the loyalty fund based on the transaction volume. Adding this together, we are receiving the demand for tokens. So that's basically if we compare the supply and demand, that's basically what will drive the price of the token. And based on all these numbers that I explained to you, we basically receive the expected price per token over the years. So it's a pretty nice increase here. Please note that this is a moderate scenario. So we switch here to the dashboard. Please remember all this. So on the dashboard, we have basically created this small toggles where you can play around with the numbers. So basically, everything what you see here is aggregated and based on the sheets that I showed you earlier. So, for instance, we are able to decrease. One second, let me zoom again. Let's say we are able with very nice marketing optimization and discovering of better channels that perform better, we're able to decrease the cost of acquisition per live account for swipe stocks from 170, what is the current value, to 100. Okay. It's I guess I need to do it here because it's on. Never using Apple, by the way, so here I need to get used to it. But we see it's changing. So if I decrease, for instance, the number of cost of acquiring one live account on swipe stocks, naturally the token price and also the increases. Why is that? Because we spend less money in marketing, acquire more clients, and more clients are trading on our platform. And we are able, basically the demand for tokens, because we have more clients, is increasing. And based on the assumptions that we have here for supply, for circulating supply, what you also can see here, demand and supply, the ratio is increasing in our favor and in favor of the investor. So basically, you get the price of the token is increasing, and you get also more. You have a better monetary advantage, a higher monetary advantage per token. Yes. So to finalize all this, I mean, as I said, you have always the possibility to ask also after the session questions. To finalize all this, I want also to mention that the revenues from Naga Wallet, Naga Academy, and Naga Market Guard, what you see in the white paper and also in our info material that we have provided, is not included in this model. So coming from this point of view, we might even we might even need to model this to provide an updated version of this Excel over the next couple of months or quarters. But as you can see, here's a lot of potential, a lot of fantasy for further value increase. So now I would like to switch and show me again, because I think we now clarified everything here in this model. So, okay, welcome back. So now I think it's time to answering your questions in case you have any.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Wladimir. So we actually got a few questions from the community, and I think we can start with one of the last ones that was asked from Ravi Kumar. He said the expected price is less in comparison to other ICOs by 2022, and if we could expect any more.
Yes, obviously, as I said, we are calculating here very conservative. I mean, we have our KPIs from swipe stocks. We also have in Switex, we have our assumptions. As I said, we are calculating based on a conservative to moderate scenario, and we are not pricing in the potential value increase from future projects. And let's put it this way. I mean, we had the many ICO investors are a little bit, let's say, they had a really good past. I mean, we saw increases, price increases of several 100%. But okay, it can increase one day several 100%. But better is to have a investment, to have something in your hands what is increasing steadily over the years, and not just one hit wonder. So definitely, I mean, there's potential for it, as I said, if we price all the other future projects also in. But please keep in mind that still, if you consider this over compared that a return of more than or approximately 800% over 5 years is not too bad.
Definitely, yeah, indeed. And yeah, we just got another question on one of our social media channels. It says, what are the benefits of holding NGC?
Yeah, we have in the white paper, we have a section for that. So basically, as I described also before, we have on Switex, we have a reduction of fees. If you sell or buy items, you have a cashback, and you have also a contribution to the loyalty fund. Means that you benefit as a token holder, you benefit from every transaction that is performed on the platform. For swipe stocks is pretty similar. So we have the cashback, we have double copy bonus, we have a fee reduction. So basically, if you buy a stock, usually you would pay a certain amount of commissions and swaps, and as a token holder, you benefit from reduction. And besides that, we have also a contribution to the loyalty fund. So for from every transaction, you get a percentage. As a token holder, you get a percentage to or percentage goes to the loyalty fund, and it will be distributed among the token holders. The beauty about this thing is that case of swipe stocks, we are already generating heavy volume and revenue, so you will benefit from day one.
Perfect. Yes, and we just got another question which might not be completely related to this topic, but Tom is asking, Fosun is the group partner of us, and if we got any future plans to get into the Asian market.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, we were lucky that we are partnering with Fosun, and we are working closely together. And the Asian market, especially for the gaming industry, if we look at Switex, I mean, just Google on YouTube how crazy people are about like video games. There, they fill whole complete arenas are full of people just watching video games. So the potential is huge, and the market is growing. And the Asian market, it was in the past for the forex industry, for the trading industry, it was always an interesting market, and now also with Switex, where we're entering the gaming market, is obviously very interesting. And besides that, we have. I mean, we have already partners there. I am not able to disclose which partners we are talking to, but you will be updated within the next couple of months. Actually, somebody from our team is already at the moment or on the way to Tokyo.
Perfect. Okay. And we got another very interesting question from Jens. He's asking, when a trader gets a trading bonus, who pays that?
Okay, we are. So how does it work? If you are willing to share a trade, we always allow you also to hide your trade. If you are opening a trade on Swipe Stocks and share the trade with the community, we, as I said earlier, we get for every trade we are earning. We are generating revenue as Swipe Stocks as a company, and part of this we are giving back to the community. So basically, to make it simple, we are paying you the bonus.
Okay, perfect. And there's another question which is asked a lot. It's what happens if the hard cap is not reached? Will anything change?
I mean, if the hard cap is not reached, as we always say, we will burn the tokens. Nothing is going to change. I mean, if you are referring here to the business development side, I mean, the amount of money that we are aiming to raise, and also are pretty confident to raise, is something we will be very, very confident with to scale the business and to reach our goals. So for you, it will not have a direct impact.
Perfect. Okay. And was there any decision behind the 220 million as a hard cap?
Yeah. If you take a look on our current market cap, as you know, we are listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. We are at the moment traded at around 200 to 300 million as a valuation for the company. So that's why we said, okay. Also, to not to appear too big or not to appearing too small, we want basically reflect the current market value of the company. So that's why we decided to go for this market cap.
Okay, and we just received another question on social media. It says, I understand that with the Naga ecosystem, I can spend my Naga coin. So even if market will undervalue it, I can still spend it on Swipe Stocks and Switex?
Yes, that's also very interesting and very nice in comparison to other projects. So the good thing is that we already live. We have a platform. Switex is also coming live soon. So if you are having the coins, it's not that they are lying somewhere and are worthless. No, you can always use them and, for instance, trade stocks or other trading instruments such as virtual goods in the future. So the only thing that you need to consider is that should the value decrease of the token, then let's say you buy a stock that is where you pay a commission of $1, for instance, and then currently you would need to have one token to pay the commission, and if the should the price decrease, let's say to 50 cents, then you would need 2 tokens to pay the commission of $1.
Okay, thanks. And we're just receiving a few questions actually in the live chat on YouTube. People are wondering about what the contribution of Wladimir is. I mean, that's not actually part of the financial aspect. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we know him from previous projects. I mean, we never worked together before, but we were always in contact. So it's someone who has a really even, let's say, some people might think he's controversial, but he has a really good standing in this industry. He knows exactly what he's talking about. So that's why we had the chance to have a partnership, and we decided to work with him, and where he takes the part of an advisor. So his role is not that he is engaged in strategic or let's say operational decisions or day-to-day business, but he is advising us on how we should build our company in the future, what should be our strategic direction, and obviously he has a really great network that could also or will obviously help us to scale the business further, where all of you will in the end also profit. Okay, thanks.
And we got one question which was kind of covered. So some kind of scheme or bonus. Would you be looking to do this? Some kind of spread swap reduction? Is this within the scope?
Yes, as said previously, we have already in our model, so that as a token holder, you will always benefit from having the tokens in terms of commission or fee reduction. Also, a very interesting thing that we are going to look into in the future is that when we are basically building our own exchange for trading cryptocurrencies, you can use also the tokens like in the same way as it's currently possible on Binance, for instance, where when you buy, you can just say, okay, I want to contribute a percentage of my tokens to reduce the commission. So definitely, yes.
Perfect, thanks. And yeah, we are actually getting another few questions in the live chat as well, which is not entirely related to the financial part, but people want to know on which exchanges we will be listed. I mean,
yeah, always an interesting question. I mean, we are aiming, it's in our interest and also obviously in your interest that we are getting listed as soon as possible. I am not able to disclose any names here, but we are already talking to major key players here, and we can hopefully share news with you within the next couple of weeks.
Perfect, yeah, that sounds good. And yeah, let's say one last question is, why is the token's initial value at $1? People are thinking that could be a bit high. What do you think?
Yeah, it was also a decision that had strategic value, let's say, because if you look on the projects that are out there, what we have, the majority, I'm not going to bash anyone or anything, but the majority of the projects, they have, let's say, it's a team coming together. They don't have a project. They have a plan or something they want to achieve in a couple of years, but they are not generating revenues or having already running business. In our case, we have it. We have, if you take a look on our financial statements, we have millions in revenues. In 2017 already, are also pretty keen that we can reach our numbers in the future, and we have a huge user base, traded volume of a couple of billions. So that's why we said, okay, we want to be different. We want to make a clear statement here that please do not compare us to other ICOs here, because we have something that is very valuable and already running. So you will benefit from day one. And that's why we decided that we are going with the price of $1 per token.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'm seeing that we are receiving a few questions which are not related to the financial part, and I would recommend that we would cover them maybe in the next Q&A session. And I think we have gone through all of the related questions which we got from social media and in the live chat. And we will definitely plan our next Q&A session for next week, probably with the topic future projects, but we will do another vote for that as well. So yeah, I think we got that covered pretty good. Anything else to say?
From my side, just a big thank you to everyone that you're showing great interest. It's always a pleasure to see that the community is engaged in such a way, and that you value the work that we have done so far. So thank you very much from my side, and also from the whole team that is working every day to reach the numbers and to reach the goal to make you as token investors happy. Thank you very much. Have a great day.